the hospital and the country club. As I reflect on the state of our spiritual houses, my heart grows heavy. I see what you see, pastors and priests who walk around proud, cloaked in an atmosphere of self-righteousness, so thick it suffocates the very souls they claim to serve. I have sat in their pews and felt the coldness of their certainty, an assurance akin to that of a man who has memorized the map but has never taken the journey, mistaking his flawless robe for a flawless spirit. This pride, often termed the spiritual ego, is the most insidious of all spiritual diseases. It is the final and most powerful illusion, the belief that one has arrived. This pride is symptomatic of a deep, unexamined darkness that, because it remains unexamined, must be projected outward. This projection is the mechanism of their hypocrisy. They point out the sinful lives of their flock while remaining blind to their own shortcomings. I have witnessed this firsthand. They obsess over the speck of sawdust in their brother's eye, oblivious to the great rotting log in their own. A truly wise person, as the Taoist masters teach, is sharp but does not cut. They shine brightly but do not dazzle. In contrast, these self-righteous individuals wield their light like a searchlight, not to guide, but to interrogate and expose. From this hypocrisy, exclusion becomes the only logical outcome. To maintain the illusion of their own purity, they surround themselves with others who appear flawless. They construct a fortress, the outwardly judgmental, a sterile environment where no spiritual illness is allowed to enter. This is how the church devolves into an elitist theological country club, a private gathering of those who, by their own definition, are already saved and well. This situation, I believe, represents the greatest profanity. It betrays the most sacred and ancient laws of community. The tribal wisdom of Native American culture recognizes the sacred hoop of the nation. If one person is broken or cast out, the entire hoop is compromised. Similarly, the African philosophy of Ubuntu teaches us, I am because we are. A community that exiles its spiritually dying is not a community at all. It is merely a collection of fragments, each claiming to be whole. The country club epitomizes this fragmentation, a monument to the ego, devoid of the divine. The church has forgotten its true purpose. Jesus Christ of Nazareth came for the spiritually sick, not the well. A physician does not tend to the healthy. He seeks the plague-ridden. The true holy place should resemble a hospital for the spiritually dying, where souls can finally be honest about their wounds without fear of judgment. It should serve as a triage center for the black sheep, the outsiders, the rejected, those who need the gospel most, but are barred from entry by the bouncers at the club door. My own journey has been that of the outsider. I have been deemed too messy for the clean room. Yet, in this exclusion, I found liberation. I discovered that the Great Spirit, the Tao, the Logos, is not confined to these clubs. It thrives in the wilderness, in the company of other broken souls. The true church, I have learned, is the circle of mismatched plates at my table, where veterans and drifters share their truths. It is the hospital where, by admitting our shared sickness, we finally open ourselves to the healing. Zerga in synthesis with the philosophers.